Hey guys, okay, awesome feedback on the videos I put up during the week, the training videos about my legs, and a lot of people asking about quad development, so I'm just going to do a quick video on that. For those of you who've been following me long enough, you know that my legs are a genetic weak point, as in they were my weakest body part for years and years and years. Again, I grew up on a farm, so things like my arms, shoulders, back, I never have to do much work on because I grew up on a farm, lugging shit around a farm, so those muscles developed all through my teens, but I had to fucking grind to try and get any sort of leg development. So I am literally one of the best people to ask what works for legs because I have tried fucking everything. I tried high volume, I tried low volume, I've tried FST7, fascia stretch training, time under tension, going heavy, powerlifting on them. I have literally done nearly everything you can do training wise to develop legs, and I found systems that work. The biggest thing for me and the tip I'll offer is find what rep ranges works for you and what one you respond to. For me, I did my first 5 or 6 years training legs in like the 8 to 10 rep range, that bodybuilding parameter, and didn't have any growth. Nothing changed until I started moving up into the 20. I remember reading it was in Schwarzenegger's book, the Encyclopedia, the Modern Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. He was like, I never go lower than 20 reps on legs. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try that. So I literally tried it, was so fucking sore. The first time I tried that, I kept doing it and my legs started to respond. The biggest thing in training, the biggest thing in fucking life, but the biggest thing in training that people do, and which is amazing to me, is you find a system that works for you and then they fucking change it and go on to something else. Now, it's good to change up a system, but have your fucking base things that work for you. I know for a fact that my legs respond to high volume. I know my chest responds to lower volume. I know I get massive if I do metcons and higher volume and higher intensity training. I know all of these things work. So I always kind of stick within those parameters and then just move away into different sections to try and see what else works. You know, if you find something that works, fucking stick to it. That goes the same with your diet. I was talking to a client, he's with my head trainer, Paul, and he was talking to me about the last day about how he's found that he switched out his porridge in the morning and now uses just MCT oil and coffee and a fat source in the morning, and he feels fucking amazing. He's like, I'm not bloated in the morning, I have so much energy. He goes, and I'm so fucking lean. Because he's found what works for him. He's with us for his 10 sessions and he's found something that's going to work for him for the next 10 years that's going to work because it's what was meant for his body. Everyone has different genotypes, how their carbs work, how they assimilate fats. Everyone has different biomechanics, what way your rep ranges you'll work well in, what ranges you'll work well in. Finding what works for you is fucking crucial, and then sticking to it and then playing with other systems, but always having your fallback that you know that this will work. Like, I will switch up training and go into like 8 to 10 reps on legs just to mix it up. But I know that if, for example, I needed my legs to be good for something, for a show or a shoot or whatever it was I was doing, I know, okay, I'm going to go back to high volume because that's what they really respond to. You know, for me, that's what worked. Trial everything and see what works. If you are doing 20 reps on squats and squeezing and putting all the tension through your quads and you're fucking aching for 3-4 days after, you probably tore a lot of fibers and that's probably going to work on your legs. The same way as if you went in and did 6 to 8 reps and the same feeling, then maybe that's what your body was meant to do. You know, I know guys that can go, I've worked with people in the past that work in that 6 to 8 rep range and their legs go, poof, they just explode because that's what their body wants to be, the range there, the quads and want to be working in, depending on their length of their limbs, the fibers, the different fibers that are in the quad and the hamstring. So find what works and then stick to it. That's the biggest advice I can give. I can't exactly give you what system's going to work, but what I can do is fucking trial them all. Try the 6 to 8 rep range, try 10 to 15, try working time under tension, try going negative, slow, try different foot angles. The biggest thing that I've noticed, quad development, body development, because you've seen this if you watched my chest vlog about angles, and I'm an angle guy, that everything is in the fucking angles. You know, all you have to do, you're holding a fucking bicep, you're holding a barbell, where you shift the weight, where your hand is here, is going to put a different piece of tension on the bicep. So if you're holding it here and you twist it this way, it lowers the bicep to the outer head, whereas if you twist it inwards, you're going to get more in the inside head. Your quads, your back, your chest, everything in your body has the same thing. You know, finding the angles that work. So start squatting narrower, go a little bit shoulder width, go wider, see what works for your body, play with your angles and find what fucking works for you. You know, the same way as, again, high advanced stuff, I only do this with my clients, some of my online guys. my head trainer people, where your foot position is also where you shift weight through your foot, because you can shift weight on different parts of your foot is going to take out a different part of the quad. You know, you're literally got your 4 muscles split through your quad. Where you shift your weight on the inside of your foot is going to determine what muscle in what particular part of the quad that muscle is going to load in. So they're all kind of high advanced stuff. Generally it tends to be, I won't get too much into it because it's people that's working with me directly or working with my trainers that I do that with, but that gives you another angle of where you can go with leg training. So the main thing is find the ranges that work for you, find the systems that work for you, work within the angles, play short, narrow, wide, see where you works, and then if you need to, go to somebody that has a more advanced knowledge of it, where you're talking about placements, foot placements, where you're shifting weight and how to get different parts of your quad to fire. I can do a squat now, and depending on the part of the fiber or the part which 4 of the quad muscles I want to fire, I'll position my foot so that that part of the quad fires, and then I'll load that. So that's my little tip and advice on building legs. Again, it's something I feel very confident giving an example in, because they were my weakest body part for years, and now they're the one that gets the most comments, and people normally call it my strongest because I've turned a weakness into a strong point. Again, not saying that to say, oh, my fucking legs are awesome. It's more to give you a gauge that even if your legs are shit now, they can be really good, and you can bring them up. You just need to find what works for you. So I hope this video helps. Please like and share the page. I'll be commenting. No, I won't. This is going up on Saturday. So if you comment on this, it'll be Monday before I reply.